Good morning, campers. Today is day 5, I think. I've kind of lost count of how long I've been out here. One thing I do know is today's the last day of digging. And that's fine, because it seems like the hole is kind of, the gold in there is kind of petering out. So, anyway, it's pretty early this morning. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. And I think we're going to go ahead and do one last day of digging, pack it up, and then we've got some more adventure in store, so stick around. Well, folks, this is not all of our gold, but this is what we've gotten so far in the last 4 days. Of course, we're doing one more day of digging, and then there is what is still left in the sluice box. So we're very excited to see what's going to come out of that. But you can get a rough idea of just about how much gold we've gotten so far. But in the end, stick around. We're going to show you the total amount of gold that we got and weigh it, and you'll know exactly how much we pulled out of Cache Creek. Okay guys, we are in Leadville now, and we are at the Safeway for Leadville, and it seems the pandemic is still going strong here. They've got these signs. This is the first time I've come anywhere actually that has a sign telling me that I just can't even come in without a mask. Yeah. Hardly. Thank you. So I never put a mask on like this. I swear to God, when I put something on like this, I feel like, you know, a gangster or some shit. I feel like I'm gonna rob the place.
Too much back there.
Of course, you wouldn't go to any grocery store unless it was well stocked in your favorite beer, and of course in Leadville, this is pretty much the selection that you can expect. Good beer, good prices, at least for a mountain town. Okay, campers, we stopped at Saturday's Mercantile. Let's go in and see what this place is about. Okay. This place is already kind of neat. Look at all of the decorations. Here's your American flag. And let's go see what else they have in here. So, this is the toy section for the kids. Tomahawks, slingshot, bow and arrow, and of course all of your grilling and camping needs are in this place. Here we have big stuffed moose, and oh yeah, they've got all of your hunting needs here. Plenty of fishing stuff. Oh, and even some gold panning stuff. Okay. So yeah, if you come up to Leadville and you break a gold pan or one of your classifiers, they got everything you need here. Well, maybe not everything. Just some gold pans and some classifiers and some kind of run-of-the-mill sluices. Definitely forgot to show you these little cute figurines of bears. Very, very, very cool little bears. And of course, on the way out, some pretty cool murals. Okay, camping people, the madness has begun. We are literally driving straight into the rain. I would never suggest you do this. If you want to go camping and have a good time in Colorado, maybe don't go camping in the rain. But we ain't your usual crowd, are we? Are we, Derek?
We got this.
We got this. Here we go. So, is this where I want to go? This is it. Clear Creek Reservoir. Alright, now we're pulling off of Highway 24, and we are now starting to head up the mountain road, going to Mt Huron. Gonna climb Mt Huron in the morning because we're crazy like that. We're absolutely insane. We're gonna go camp in a ghost town in the rain and then climb a mountain in the morning. Who else does that? Only here on unknown Colorado. It's raining, but it's beautiful. Don't mind the noise, we're on a really bumpy road here, folks. But we are climbing up, heading up towards the first of 3 ghost towns. Next stop is Rockdale, which is the 2nd ghost town up this road. And hopefully if all goes well and nobody's there, we will be camping there tonight. So let's see if we can get to the town of Rockdale. Got some campers already. Alright guys, we just stopped at the we're at the bottom part of the ghost town known as Silverdale, and we've already come to this amazing log cabin. Let's see, who's home? Anybody in here? Whoa, there's like an old stove and like an old mattress. It's very dark. Wow, there's a fucking bed frame in here. Yeah. Wow.
Bunch of rat poop.
And a bunch of rat poop. I would like to have a flashlight and actually come in here and look around. That's amazing. So here is the proper town of Silverdale and the restored cabins. And you know, this is actually probably what it would have looked like, you know, back in the day, the time the cabins were built in the 1800s and people decided to live here. Let's go check out one of these cabins. Oh look, one of the windows is open. Let's go look inside. What is in here? I cannot see. Maybe we can see through the other window. Let's go around. Here's the outhouse. This would have been where everybody in the whole town made their poo. And I think the outhouse is open. Yeah, we can open it. What's inside? It's almost a functional outhouse. Amazing. There it is. You've seen it first right here on Unknown, Colorado. Here's this other thing. Is this an outhouse, man?
That's the old outhouse.
This is the old outhouse. Man, could you imagine the middle of winter, snow up to your waist? It's the middle of night and you got to take a poo in this thing? Wow. From my understanding, Silverdale actually didn't produce any silver or gold, and it's very likely that this claim was sold as a salted claim. In other words, it was a scam. There really wasn't anything here. They made it look like there was some minerals here by throwing a little bit of gold into the ground. That's called salting. Silverdale didn't last very long as a town. You can see that's why there aren't that many cabins. It was only like maybe 20 people that lived here. I wish I could look inside. Unfortunately, it's locked, you know. It'd be really cool to go inside one of these cabins. Oh my God, you hear that? Wow, there are a lot of rats. I hear them crawling up the door and making all the squeaking noises. I don't know if you can hear that. There's definitely a rat hanging out on the other side of this door. Right here, I can hear it. Do you hear it? Did you hear that? That's a fucking rat in there. Hello. Hello, rat.
Build the beans on this secret rain. Oh, you can't put it on the YouTube tab. I'm not allowed to tell anybody about this.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Anyways,
Secret story later. Secret story later. Anyway, guys, we're underneath the overhang here of one of the cabins here at Silverdale, and it is pouring. We just barely managed to get the tents up. Wow, you can see the waves of rain coming down. You can see just about how much rain is coming off the roof here. Yeah, it really decided to come down on us here. And we were very lucky because guess where we are? Silverdale! Yeah! Just imagine, you know, the old timers, you know, they would probably be sitting right here on this porch, just like us, hanging out. I think they had beer. I think they had beer back then, didn't they?
Probably moonshine.
They had moonshine for sure. We had some moonshine recently, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Hell yeah, we did. Yeah, anyway, man, we're really enjoying it now. We're very happy we got camp set up just in time. Hopefully the wood that we gather doesn't get too wet. Hopefully this rain stops, because this is how the mountains are in about 15 minutes. So we'll get back to you in 15 minutes.
Ooh, lightning.
That was definitely some lightning.
There's the thunder. So was that like 7 miles away? 5 miles away?
Silverdale, otherwise known as Rockdale. I don't know why it has two names. Okay, gonna try to get my headlight. He apparently got his headlight already. Fuck. Okay guys, I am finally inside my tent. It is very wet inside this tent. The rain has stopped, but the tent is wet. But I made camp and excited. We're gonna wake up first thing in the morning and hike to the top of a fucking mountain. I don't even know what to think about this. Guys, we stopped at Saturday. Okay, campers, we stopped at Saturday. I will be able to say this. Okay, campers, we stopped at Saturday's Mercantile. Okay, we were really getting up there, folks, and you know what? Our dreams came true. It totally stopped raining. Now we have to deal with this goddamn bumpy road. Folks, man, this road is horrendous. Wow. Look at that mountain peak. That's not even Mt Huron. That's just like the foothill of Mt Huron. Here, I don't even quite understand what this structure was used for. I assume this had something to do with hoisting the dirt out.
Yeah, there's nothing inside the... Yeah, I looked inside that window too. It's empty.
Oh, okay.
Just cleaned out.
Let's go look. Anyway, here's the other one.
What I could see. It's still hard to see in this one too, but...
Oh yeah, completely empty. But you know, it looks like, you know, livable in there. You know, you could set up your own cot, do whatever you want.
You know, it's not
Yeah,
rat shit or nothing.
totally clean. You can see some of this is old, and then they put a new foundation and a new deck. But some of the cabin may still be part of the original cabin that was up here. Here we go. Here's a sign that explains where we are and what this is about. And Silverdale was constructed in 1881. Some foundations are buried under beaver ponds. Rockdale Mine and Mill Site was located at the junction of Lake Fork and Clear Creek, circa 1880. Wow. So once again, they got this screen from the window and it's very dark in there. It's just basically an empty room. It looks like, you know, what you would imagine it would look like inside. There's no furniture. And of course they've made this into kind of like a recreational area. So you can see here that they've got a little picnic table and a place to make a campfire and a place to sit. And I think we're gonna go ahead and just use this area today as our own. I mean, why not? Nobody else is here. Well, we got some neighbors. We got people over here who've pitched some tents. And maybe we'll go say hi to them in a little bit. Let's go down to the mine, because this was a mining town. And down this way is where they actually had the mine. Let's go check it out.
Surely not laughing.
Maybe they could be. Maybe they could. We don't know. And look at this view of this mountain here. We changed cabins. We're under a different overhang now. And from this cabin, you have this incredible misty mountain view with the rain coming down. It's actually humbling. I mean, you realize just how small you are when you look at a thing like that. I'm now absolutely convinced that that is actually just a pile of rat poop. That is just literally a massive pile of rat poop. I mean, why else is it sitting underneath the door? You know what we heard. You know what we saw.
That's not Fanta, that's a fucking soda.
Fanta, yeah. Fanta's not like a good soda either.
No. But there's some kind of, there's some kind of like sickness you can get just from being around the rat shit, I know.
Bubonic plague.
Well, but that's not, that's like some crazy shit. I'm just talking about like a regular sickness you get from it. Like just in general, like they say when you stay in cabins, you need to like be careful of it. I can't remember what it's called though.
Right. Right, I know what you mean. I have all of the weed stuff. In my pocket. Here's the weed. What do I have in my car yet? Oh, but I don't.
I think I still have another meal in my beer.
I don't have the pipe or the lighter because I think I handed that to you.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
I think. I'm guessing that's what's in this pocket. Oh, that's my wallet.
Okay. Do I want to open my beer with the hand that touched the rat poop? No. No, I don't. No, I almost did that. Okay.
No, I don't have the pipe.
Where'd it go?
Good question.
I handed it to you last, but I did grab it, and maybe I set it on the other porch. Is it still sitting on the other porch?
I think it might be sitting on the other porch.
I think it is. Here, hold this.
It's not raining right now.
You gonna get it? I think I did leave it just literally sitting right on the other porch. Silverdale, otherwise known as Rockdale. I don't know why it has two names. Why does Silverdale and Rockdale, why do they have two names? I do remember reading it, but I don't remember. If anybody knows, leave it in the comments. I want to know. I hope you can see the entire view. I really can. Maybe if you would just there, maybe if you can see everything, just because. I'm gonna bring you back there.
This is my jacket pocket underneath my rain. I forgot to put the damn rain jacket over the top. So I'm checking my rain jacket pocket. I had stuck it in the other.
Oh, you had it.
Yes, I had it the whole time. Dumbass.
That bird is still mad at you.
No, they were all going off over there.
Yeah, every time I go over there to pee, it's just like, fuck you, fuck you.
They got their
That's a definite fuck you.
They got their nest on the just under the eave of the cabin there.
Yeah. Yeah, humans probably come around here very rarely for this bird, you know. Oh, they probably have younglings in a nest. Oh, the only reason to be so defensive. How cute! There must be little birdies up in a nest up there. That's got to be so cute.
Yeah. Or they could still be eggs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I didn't hear any chirp from the nest, but I mean that isn't. They
Yeah.
could be quiet too. They're not always
Yeah, I
chirping.
saw a kind of a mother bird being really defensive when I went over there. Yeah. You know,
With the orange chest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
robin.
Is that a robin?
Yeah, orange chest is a robin.
Nice.
The two most common and beautiful birds in the Colorado woods is the robin and the blue jay.
Yeah. We have lots of blue jays in California. I don't see many robins in California.
Oh, tons of robins.
In California?
No, here in Colorado.
Colorado,
It's like
yeah.
mostly what you'll see.
Yeah. That's what I've been seeing so far. It's all robins.
Lots of sparrow and crow too, but I think that's just everywhere. they're kind of bottom feeders. They can live off the scraps of the city, whereas other birds aren't willing to do that. So they've really kind of become
Pigeons.
prolific. Yeah, pigeons too. Yeah. Dude, for the longest time, I thought pigeons were who. I thought pigeons like coo was a who of an owl.
Oh yeah. No.
I was so
Who
confused.
of an owl is way different.
Yeah, like the who of an owl is a real like whoo whoo, like a deep whoo whoo, and it's just once, and then you don't hear it again. You know.
Yeah, lots of it is
Like, but a pigeon is more like cuckoo, cuckoo. Yeah. But I was confused for a long time. I thought I was hearing owls all over the place.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey campers, I don't know what time it is. I'm being quiet because I don't want to wake Derek up, but I can't sleep. Altitude will do this to you. If you find yourself not able to sleep,